You're scrolling on social media and you see the perfect morning routine, a highlighted, curated reel that demonstrates a soft life. But here's the truth. You don't need her life. You need to start seeing yours. This is your reminder to stop romanticizing somebody else's life and come back to your own. Welcome back to the Sunny Side Up podcast. I am your host, Olivia Janelle, and I'm incredibly grateful that you are back here with me on another episode. You all have been enjoying my episodes. Thank you so much. This episode is soft, but it's a reminder. And I genuinely think that this is like the perfect episode for everybody. Because when you're on social media and you're seeing other people's life, oftentimes you're going to start reflecting on your own life. And then you start picking on yourself and start saying negative things to yourself. And it's just like, but for what? Because somebody else chose to share their life and be an inspiration for you. So I thought that this was going to be very needed. I honestly don't even know how I got this idea for this episode, but I'm grateful that I'm here and I'm grateful you're here with me too. I think that this episode is needed too, especially because in a world that constantly tells you to chase someone else's version of beauty, success, or even fulfillment, we weren't meant to copy and paste someone else's life. You were created to make your own rhythm in this world, your own meaning and your own version of joy. So let's talk about what it truly means to fall in love with your life. Romanticizing someone else's life is truly self-abandonment. And that has been somewhat of a common theme with some of the episodes that I've been releasing, because I think it's truly important that you understand this is a form of self-abandonment, because you're not truly living in your essence, because you're looking at and comparing to somebody else's. Every time you wish for somebody else's life, you leave your own. You ignore your timeline, abandon your preferences for somebody else's. You dull your magic. You water down yourself and you shrink into something that you're not even meant to be in. So, friend, this is your sign to stop. Comparison is a slow leak of power. But it's also, I'm sure you've also heard the expression that comparison is a thief of joy as well. It truly is, because our brains are so powerful. And I'll go into depth on another episode about this, but our brains are so powerful that when we compare ourselves to somebody else's, the negative concepts and the negative story that we tell ourselves is not even real. And nobody else's highlighted reel is more important than your life. And no one's highlighted reel is worth trading your soul for. Of course, I found myself in this before. As I advance in my life, I just can't compare myself to somebody else, because I know consciously that they are a version of themselves that can't be copied. And I'm a version of myself that can't be copied. Nobody can be me. Nobody can be you. So therefore, continue to live out your life, because that's what really truly matters here. So 2, the illusion of aesthetic over alignment. It's so easy to romanticize the look of someone else, right? The neutral tones, the matching sets, the matcha, the coffee walks, all of the things. But like, do you truly even enjoy those things? I mean, I know I do sunset walks. I actually, after I'm done recording this episode, I'm going to go on a walk. And because that's something that I truly love. But what's so interesting is that I don't see anybody else doing that but me, because it's me, because that's what I love. But aesthetics without alignment is just performance. You don't need a prettier feed. You need a deeper presence, and a deeper presence with yourself. And no amount of external beauty will fulfill you if your internal world is neglected. So how can you start romanticizing your life again? I got you. Come on. You want the magic. You can create it. The most beautiful thing about our lives is that we are the creator of our life. If you are living in your truth, then you are essentially living your life as you are the creator of your life. But if you're living through somebody else's aesthetics, you're not the creator of your life. You're living through someone else's. So let's get back into how you can romanticize your life. So let's say that you want to have a different life. Create where you're at right now. Don't worry about the circumstances that you are in. Worry about the future version of yourself that is already in you. And shift your perspective. So you can start with lighting a candle on specific nights. Lighting a candle on Tuesday where you're journaling, you're actually getting back into your own rhythm, seeing what your preferences are, seeing what you're journaling is so powerful. So lighting a candle and also journaling, I would definitely combine those two. That's so beautiful. Making your coffee slower in the morning. If you want that soft life or if you want that slower life, then you can actually create that. Like you can do it yourself. You don't have to have some other inspiration or external force to allow yourself to do that. Energy in motion stays in motion until it is blocked by an external force. So if you want to create that slow energy, you're able to create that at any given moment. It's already in you. And the next one would be speaking kinder words to yourself. Listen, those days of calling yourself, I'm dumb, I'm this, I'm that, like those days are over with, especially if you're around me. I'm not going to allow anybody to speak down on themselves because I don't even speak down on myself. I have my moments where I'm like, oh, I'm special. Okay, I love that version of me. But I'm not going to be like, oh, you dumb ass. Like, what is wrong with you? No, because the more that you have judgment and the more negativity, that's just going to be the outcome. The last step in that you can actually incorporate is to say thank you to the version of you that has gotten you to this far. Like for me, I was reflecting today and I was just thinking to myself, I'm like, you know what? The life that I'm currently living right now, it is not going to be like this all the time. It's going to just get better from here. And I can thank the version of my past self that brought me here. Because the past version of myself was unemployed for 1.5 years. She didn't know what the hell she was doing with her life, but she was able to have a sit down, make a decision, and start living out her life and start taking her life more seriously. And every time that I always talk to you, or every time I even mention about like my podcast and like how I started it and like why I'm here, etc., I always come back to that moment because I'm like, you know what? I'm going to do this thing. I'm going to be consistent with it. I'm going to do this. This is something that I want to do. This is something that everybody enjoys. And that's just what it is. Because romanticizing your life isn't just about luxury. It's about love. It's about self-love. It's about love of your environment. It is love of the future version of yourself. And the love for the actual life that you are living right now. Love is the answer. And for me, I lead with love, especially towards an energy that is inviting, that's safe, and that's peaceful. This version of myself is like, who are you? I often say that to myself all the time. And this exact work right here that I just walked you through is part of the Foundations program where I don't just help you build your brand, but I help you reconnect you with you. Because the more that you honor your life, your voice, your vision, and your timeline, the more magnetic your brand becomes alive. If you would like to learn more, please check out the description box below with all the details. I am currently onboarding founders. And if you also want to start creating content, or if you just have that desire of creating content, I also have a school community as well that you can be a part of. If you're not 100% sure if you want to make the investment, I strongly encourage any person who knows that, like, if you know that making an investment in yourself for your future is going to be beneficial for you, I strongly suggest doing it. And it's, of course, like, it's all about the results here. I would love to onboard you. I would love for you to be part of my community. And yeah, if there is something else that you have that you would love to ask, please let me know in the comment section down below. Thank you for spending some time with me today. If this episode helped you soften into your own life, please send this to someone you love. And if you haven't already, please hit the follow button because there's a high percentage, 90% of people who consume my content don't even follow me. I would love for you to start following me so that you can actually start to be up to date on all of these episodes. Please leave a review if you are on any of the podcast platforms. You know, it's so crazy. I'm going to tell you something right now. The amount of people that I have been around, millionaires, and it's not the money, it's the mindset that I've adopted. It's a mindset of a winner's mindset. It's a mindset of self-love because the energy that you are vibrating at is magnetic. So what do you think is going to happen when you go out into the world and you have a product, you are in business, you're just going to sell naturally? Because that's what you were born to do. Food for thought. I mean, it is what it is. Okay, I will catch you guys later because I'm going on my sunset walk and I'm going to enjoy it. Until next time, keep choosing yourself, keep shining, and always stay sunny side up. Bye.